What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC, and in this video I'm checking out the Null Knives Sentry 2.0. This is an EDC pouch from Null Knives, their second version, obviously the 2.0. I think they went with a thicker waxed canvas, a little bit thicker Velcro strip as well, and straightened out some of the pockets, changed up the tags. So several changes from the first version. I unfortunately don't have that one to show side by side, but really budget friendly pouch at $20. There were three different colorways, this Coco brown and black, the stealth gray and black, and then one with the canvas is mainly black with some blue accents, and that one looked really good. I thought about ordering that one after I had already picked this one up, but unfortunately they're sold out now. But I think they should restock at some point, and this isn't one of those pouches that sells out instantly. It was available for several days, maybe even several weeks, but it is sold out currently. I'd imagine they're going to restock at some point. So if you're interested in this one, definitely go to the page and hit the notify, and they'll email you when they restock them. But 4x6 pouch, and this one is similar to a lot of different pouches out there. In fact, I have a Viperade, I believe it's the VE1 on the table that's ready for review as well, and that one is remarkably similar. There's a lot of differences on the back, but it's a pretty similar layout, and I think the original one in this kind of layout that I ever saw was the Yellow Birch Outfitters. So again, there's several of them, but 4x6 inches. The thickness is really going to vary by what you load into this. And so the way I have it loaded out now, it's pretty thick and also pretty heavy. So this fits in your back pocket, but I wouldn't necessarily carry it the way it's loaded out in my back pocket just because it's a little bit heavy for me. But the way I've been carrying it this week is in a sling bag. The Vertex Taurus sling bag is the one I've been using, and that works really well, and don't mind the weight so much when it's in that bag. But I'll start out on the outside and then show you what I have on the inside, talk a little bit about dimensions and that sort of thing. The Velcro loop panel here is a 1.5 inch wide by 6 inch wide. Again, on the 1.0 it was 1 inch wide, or 1 inch tall by 6 inches wide. So they added about a half an inch of real estate there. And the main reason I actually went on the side, I didn't even know they made pouches. I went to get these patches, and so this is from two different packs. There was also one more that is the Null Knives logo, and you can see their Mortal Kombat theme, which I thought was super cool, and really love the color on them. But Flawless Victory, Finish Him, Fatality, all three of these are still available on the site. And again, they come in 2 packs, so you can buy two packs to get those if you want them. But flipping over to the back side, we have some organization pockets, and they're different widths. So you see the one on the left is about 2.5 inches wide, where the one on the right is about 1.5 inches. And so I really like that because it gives you the option to carry some larger items. You can fit a thinner knife in here. I had the mini bug out in here for a little bit, and on this side you can fit medium-sized multi-tools because it's wider. You can probably fit larger ones. I haven't tried any of my super large ones, but I don't think I'd have an issue with fitting those in there. But on the left side, I have the James brand Palmer, just kind of a minimalist utility knife. Just did a video on that. Super cool utility knife, and really digging that so far. And so to match it for the pen, this one's probably a little bit big for this. It doesn't protrude past the top of the pouch, but still feels a little bit big. I probably could have went with a smaller pen, but really wanted to match that one. So went with the Everyman Grafton. I'll put links to all of these down in the descriptions if you're interested. Like the Grafton a lot. They go on sale quite a bit, and so all of the ones I own, and I own a few I've bought on while they were on sale. They also make mechanical pencils. My favorite by far is the Twist, and I have the brass version of that, so the extra weight really makes it super comfortable to write with and just a good looking pen. And so they're not astronomical compared to obviously a Pilot or a Zebra or a Uniball. It's going to be pretty pricey, but not too crazy, especially if you get them on sale. And they do a lot of like buy one get one half off sales, and then just regular sales as well, percentage off. So right behind that we have another pocket that goes the full width of the pouch, so 4 inches wide, and this fits any of these 3.5 by 5.5 notebooks perfectly. You can also put your passport and stuff like that in there if you prefer. This is the Login Jotter, I believe November 2022, really cool cover. And so starting to fill that one out. And that's everything I have on the outside. One other thing I'll note is this, with this wax canvas, you're always going to get these kind of scratches and discolorations, and it's going to change over time. I really like that, but if that's something that's going to bother you, it's definitely something to keep in mind. But I like the way it looks after it's been beat up a little bit. It gets a little bit of aging on there, and so definitely don't mind it from my perspective. one zipper straight across the front, and this goes the entire width of the pouch. You have full access to the 4 inches by 6 inches in this pocket, so a lot of options. I didn't go with anything too tall, so there's nothing that's going above that zipper line really, but you can definitely utilize that extra space if you have some taller items. In fact, the bit bar to fit standing up in here, or you can do it sideways as well, but it does fit standing up if you're thinking about carrying something a little bit larger in there. And I have a lot of small items in here. I'll start on the left side. We have the Damn Designs babushka. This is a little bit pocket art, a little bit functional. If you pop out this front panel, it turns it into a neck, which is pretty cool, but if you pop out the panel after that, you have a small storage compartment that you can put a pill or other super small items, some screws and random things. But super fun one. I did a short on this one pretty recently, and those are on sale on their site right now, or they were at least a couple days ago when I looked. Next up, I have the Cold Steel Mini Tough Light. Gonna do a video on this at some point. Really check this out because I wanted to check out that triad lock, and this is super budget friendly and probably a little bit redundant in this loadout because I have an actual utility knife, and that blade's main function is kind of that utility knife space, and so a little bit redundant, but matches the theme and something new that I've been playing with and wanting to carry, so I have it in there anyway. Now, next to that, I went with the Rovivon E3, and this is a really cool flashlight. Did a video on this one as well. This one has an internal battery, but you can also add a AAA if you don't want to use that battery, if you're conserving it, or if that one dies. And so it gives you a couple of different options on batteries, and it gets pretty bright. Has a lot of different modes, and just a super cool compact flashlight. Kind of broke the color scheme a little bit here with the lighter. I went with the Zippo Santa Cruz, old Santa Cruz logo, super cool. Still has some blue on it, but have the butane insert instead of the regular insert on that one. Now last up, I just have a hank that fits in there perfectly folded. This is the Awesome Hank Barbarian Brawny collaboration. I believe this is a 2.0 of their treasure map. Super cool hank, and kind of goes really well with this pouch. I just like the way it looks together. So that's everything I have loaded in here. Again, a super cool pouch. I'm hoping that they do come back in stock sooner than later because some of the other colorways look really good, and it's super functional and a really good price. I think $20. I'm getting, a lot of different pouches on the channel that have been a little bit on the pricier side, and I really love finding these kind of budget pouches. $20 isn't extremely cheap, but it's pretty comparable to the Viper Aids and the Maxpeditions and other pouches that we're looking at, and so really enjoy finding that sort of thing and hoping that this gets back in stock soon. But let me know what you think of this pouch down in the comments below. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Helps the channel out a bunch, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.